Why hello my lovely listeners! Welcome to the first episode of Cloudy Chords, your comfy, cozy cumulus companion high in the sky. I'm Claudia Cloud, here to share my passion for music and offer advice that resonates with your soul. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone looking for a mental health boost, this podcast is for you. Today, we're diving into the soothing world of lo-fi music. Lo-fi, short for low fidelity, is all about embracing imperfections and creating a relaxed atmosphere. It's perfect for studying, working, or just unwinding after a long day. The gentle beats and mellow melodies can help reduce stress and improve focus. Imagine sitting by a window on a rainy day with a warm cup of tea in hand. That's the essence of lo-fi, soothing and serene. Studies have shown that listening to lo-fi can lower anxiety levels and enhance cognitive performance. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, put on some lo-fi tunes and let the calm wash over you. Moving on to our ASMR-inspired advice segment, ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, those tingling sensations you get from certain sounds or visuals. Today's tip is all about creating a peaceful study environment. First, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Light a scented candle or use an essential oil diffuser with calming scents like lavender or chamomile. Play some gentle lo-fi music in the background to set the mood. Next, organize your study materials neatly on your desk. Clutter can be distracting, so keep things tidy. Use soft lighting instead of harsh overhead lights to create a cozy ambience. Finally, take regular breaks to stretch and breathe deeply. This helps maintain your focus and prevents burnout. Remember, it's not about just working hard, but also taking care of yourself. Now that's all said and done, it's time for our listener questions. Our first question comes from Emily in New York, who asks how she can incorporate more mindfulness into her daily routine. Great question, Emily. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment without judgment. Start your day with a few minutes of deep breathing exercises and meditation. Throughout the day, take short pauses to check in with yourself. Notice how you're feeling physically and emotionally. Incorporate mindful activities like journaling or taking nature walks into your routine. And don't forget to practice gratitude. Reflecting on what you're thankful for can shift your mindset positively. That's all for today's episode of Cloudy Chords. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel inspired to embrace the calming world of lo-fi music and mindfulness practices. Remember to take care of yourselves and find joy in the littlest moments. Until next time, stay comfy and cozy.
Finally, she's gone. Took her long enough. Is this thing on? The name's Nimbus, your gruff yet lovable guide through the stormy skies of sound. I've got a jam-packed show for you today, so you better listen to what I have to say. Don't want spitting all these facts just for nothing. Alright, let's kick things off another round of Nimbus Nitpicks, shall we? Where I give my 2 cents on everything from music trends to lifestyle choices. I'm tackling something that's been bugging me lately. The resurgence of vinyl records. Now don't get me wrong, I love the warm sound of vinyl as much as the next audiophile. But is it really worth all the hype? First off, let's talk about the practicality. Vinyl records are bulky and fragile. You can't just toss them in your bag like you would with a digital playlist on your phone. Plus they require a decent amount of maintenance. Cleaning them regularly to avoid scratches and ensuring your turntable is in good condition. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite these drawbacks, there's something undeniably magical about vinyl. The tactile experience of placing a needle on a record and hearing that initial crackle before the music starts playing. It's almost ritualistic. And let's not forget about album art. Those large covers are like canvases showcasing some incredible work that often get lost in digital formats. So, while I might excoriate about the impracticalities, I can't deny that vinyl has its unique charm that resonates with many music lovers out there. But why? In an age where digital music is just a tap away, why are people turning back to these large, fragile discs? Well, there are several reasons. First being, many audiophiles argue that vinyl offers a warmer, richer sound compared to digital formats. The analog nature of vinyl captures nuances that some believe get lost in a digital compression. There's just that something undeniably satisfying about physically handling a record, sliding out of its sleeve, placing it on a turntable, and gently lowering the needle. Not only that, but vinyl records offer a large canvas for album art, making them collectible pieces of art in their own right. Remember what I said earlier on how listening to vinyl felt like a ritual? Listening to vinyl isn't just about the music, it's an experience. Unlike streaming services where you can skip tracks with ease, vinyl encourages you to listen to an album from start to finish. This ritualistic aspect can make listening more intentional and immersive. Cleaning the record and setting up your turntable can be seen as meditative steps that prepare you for the auditory journey ahead. Because you have to manually flip the record halfway through, you're more engaged with the music compared to passive listening on digital platforms. Another reason for vinyl's popularity is its collectability factor. Limited edition releases, colored vinyls, and special pressings add an element of exclusivity that appeals to collectors. For many people, vinyl records evoke memories of their youth or connect them with previous generations who grew up with this format. Record stores often serve as community hubs where enthusiasts can gather, share recommendations, and discover new music. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows when it comes to vinyl records. There are some downsides worth mentioning. Vinyl records are prone to scratches and warping if not stored properly. Collecting vinyl can be an expensive hobby when you factor in the costs of records themselves, along with necessary equipment like turntables and speakers. Vinyl collections take up physical space, a luxury not everyone has.
Apologies and pleads to be pardoned, but I believe it's my go next. Where Misty Mysteries meets music, Miglas is the maestro. Feel free entry to Foggy Frequencies, delving deep into the lesser-known musical genres and uncover the historical context between certain styles of music. Today, we're exploring a genre that often flies under the radar, but has a rich and fascinating history, shoegaze. Shoegaze emerged in the late 1980s in the United Kingdom, characterized by its ethereal soundscapes, heavy use of reverb and delay effects, and a focus on creating an immersive auditory experience. The term shoegaze was coined by the British music press to describe the band's tendency to stare at their shoes while performing due to their extensive use of effects pedals. Bands like My Bloody Valentine, Slowdive, and Ride were pioneers of this genre. Their music often features lush layers of guitar distortion and feedback, creating a wall of sound that envelops the listener. But what makes shoegaze truly unique is its ability to evoke emotion through its doomy and introspective soundscapes. One interesting aspect of shoegaze is its lyrical content, or sometimes the lack thereof. Vocals often buried in the mix, treated as another instrument rather than a focal point. This creates an almost hypnotic effect, allowing listeners to lose themselves in the music without being distracted by clear-cut narratives. Now let's hover and holler about how shoegaze has influenced modern music. Many contemporary bands draw inspiration from this genre, incorporating its signature sound into their own work. Artists like M83 and Beach House have elements of shoegaze in their music, blending it with other genres to create something entirely new. So why does shoegaze resonate with so many people? Perhaps it's because it offers an escape, a way to immerse oneself in a world where emotions are conveyed through sound rather than words. In today's fast-paced world, Taking a moment to get lost in these dreamy soundscapes can be incredibly therapeutic. As we wrap up today's episode of Folky Frequencies, I encourage you to explore some shoegaze tracks on your own. Whether you're new to the genre or revisiting old favorites, there's always something new to discover with those layers of sound.